What's up, my beautiful people? Exile451 here with yet another daily dose of Reddit Happy. Today we're going into r/get motivated to talk about things you can do to improve yourself when you really just may not want to. So, let's get to it. Our first post comes from user the Simran Singh. 5 things you can do when you lose all motivation to do your work. Hello everyone, Simran here. Today, I want to talk about those days when you feel unfocused, confused, and unmotivated to do the work you need to do, and what to do in order to get out of that mental state. So, if you have lately been feeling like you lack the clarity and direction needed to effectively do your work without dealing with extreme procrastination and resistance, you need to pay attention to this post because I will explain to you 5 things you can do in order to clear that mental fog that keeps you from moving forward with your work. It seems like some days you're on top of the world. Creativity just flows through you, and doing the things you should do, your work, becomes really easy. You feel inspired, motivated, happy, and like no obstacle is big enough for you. It feels like a new you has been born. A new you that has a solution for every big problem the old you felt tormented by. Life is good, and you just can't wait to kick butt from now on. Except, you wake up a few days later and that feeling is gone. You don't feel inspired, you don't feel indestructible, and you certainly don't feel motivated to do your work. Well, what happened? Everything seemed fine and your next actions felt crystal clear. Why are you suddenly feeling lost and having second thoughts? Where did all of that creativity and inspiration go? Why do your goals and dreams seem impossible to achieve now? We all know how hard it is to do your work when you just don't feel inspired or motivated. It feels like trying really hard to do something that should come out naturally. I mean, how good can your work actually be when it's completely forced, right? The reality is that some days you just won't feel capable and motivated. It's part of being a human. You can't really avoid it. What you can do instead is find ways to quickly and effectively get out of that mental state so that you can go back to kicking butt as soon as possible. So here are 5 ways you can do that. First, meditation. The purpose of meditation is to bring more consciousness and awareness to your life. Meditation allows you to have a more centered approach to life so that you are not thrown off by its challenges. People are often controlled by their emotions and thoughts. They live life in reaction to whatever their environment throws at them. This eventually leads to problems like anxiety, depression, mental barriers, and overall negative experiences. When you meditate, you start bringing more clarity to your mind. It becomes way easier to start taking action and start taking your mind in the direction you consciously choose. 2. Exercise. I don't think I can tell you any new benefit that comes from exercising that you don't already know. So let this serve as a reminder on why you need to constantly be moving your body. Put simply, you move your body, you release feel-good chemicals like endorphins, you boost your mood. When you are constantly in a good mood, you are also constantly feeling inspired and motivated. I know that most of you are tired of hearing the same solution thing over and over again, and you may be looking for the best hacks or techniques to completely stop procrastination. But if you're not doing the most basic things like exercising, why are you even looking for more advanced techniques or hacks? Get the basics right first. 3. Getting out of your routine. All have routines. They're necessary to some point. The problem is that when you are following your routine, your mind stays stuck in routine mode. You think about the same things and you act the same way. If you want to make a change, you need to quite literally change your environments and actions. Get out of your frequent environments, your house, work, office, etc., and visit some new ones. I realize not every one of us has the ability to travel at will, but chances are you can at least take 1 or 2 days to go to a new place. A new cafe, a new park, a new museum, a new city, etc. This will force your mind to approach things differently. If you open your mind to a new flow of thoughts, it's more likely you'll get new ideas and solutions for your problems. If you do this, try to fully experience it. Don't distract yourself with the same things you always do. Generally speaking, social media, the internet, music, podcasts, etc. Yes, if you are reading this around the time it came out, going out is probably not the best idea at the moment. But once things cool down, give it a try and let me know how it works out for you. 4. Write down anything that has your attention. With thousands of different thoughts going on in your mind every single second, it becomes really hard to organize and understand the issues that are causing these negative feelings. Your problems are not exactly clear and they seem bigger and scarier than they really are. When you start writing down and planning your actions on paper, you make sure you won't lose those steps you wrote down in a sea of useless random thoughts. Your mind does a lot of work for you. Help it by lifting that weight off its back and start thinking on paper. 5. Getting external help. Let's be honest. We are masters at putting up excuses and rationalizing our lack of action. No matter how convincing an excuse is, at the end of the day, it is still an excuse, and you'll still carry that knowledge deep down inside of you. Guess what that transforms into? Feeling lost, anxious, depressed, worthless, stuck, etc. Find external people that won't put up with your BS excuses. People that offer different perspectives and ideas you can implement in your life. People that inspire and motivate you to take action on your goals and not stay stuck inside your head. A community just like this one is great. Make sure you take advantage of it. Post your questions, ask for advice, share the things you've learned, etc. I'm trying my best to become someone like that for all of you, and all my content is made with that in mind. But it doesn't have to be necessarily me. There are thousands of great people out there, and finding them is now really easy with the internet. You don't have to do this alone. Please understand that. With these 5 tips, you now have what you need to get out of a blocked mental state. There are no excuses. It's not going to be easy, but it is going to be necessary if you want to become your authentic self. There's no need to sit around hoping you'll randomly find the motivation you need to achieve your goals. You are more than capable to create inspiration yourself. And only when you realize this will you understand how strong you can be. You are in a battle against resistance and procrastination, and you have to be ruthless. Remember, you are a warrior and nothing less. You've got this. Thanks so much for reading. I hope you found this useful. As a former hardcore procrastinator, I know how miserable it feels to waste your own life doing stuff you don't really want to do. So I'm trying to help as many people as I can. Please feel free to comment or PM me any questions you have about this post. I'm always happy to help. So I do just want to plug this guy's YouTube channel really quick. It's down in the description. He does a lot of the similar stuff I do, except it's not necessarily Reddit reading. He's small, yes, but then again, so am I right now. And he's got some pretty good stuff on there. So if you're looking for more motivational ideas or encouragement, go ahead and check it out. I highly encourage you to. That having been said, OP, thank you so much for this. I know I myself have been kind of in this weird bit of a malaise lately with my own tendency to procrastinate and push things off and just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and never get done in a day all the things I want to get done. And like you say in here, as a result, things just kind of backslide when you do that. You know, there's a lot of work I need to put into the channel that I haven't been putting in. There's a lot of things going on around here, just even as basic as keeping it clean, that while I've been on, I haven't been as thorough as I should have been. There's so many things that I know I need to do, and this sort of cheat sheet, this checklist, is super helpful. Especially what you're saying about writing things down and not letting them just sticking around in your mind, unguided and useless and just distracting you at every possible turn. There's a lot of things here that I know a lot of people can use in their own lives to help make them better. And I truly, truly appreciate you posting this. Especially right now with everything going on with COVID-19, this is the perfect time to sit down, do some self-analysis, and figure out what you can improve about yourself and where in your own life you need to be focusing attention. So OP, again, thank you so very much for posting this. I truly do wish you the best, and please continue to post because stuff like this, I really do think people could use. Our next post comes from user Canoe on Fire. But first, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you can get more of your daily dose of Reddit Happy. Also, check us out on social media at the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon links in the description below. A personal navigation kit. We are at sea in a world of chaos and stress, day in, day out. There is a rhythm and flow to things though, which we can recognize with a little thought and mindfulness. Sometimes it is better to pull than to push. We each have our own personal toolkit to help us navigate at sea. Here are 4 must-have tools for that toolkit that have proven useful to me on my journey. First, accept people and things as they are. I have found that if I stop trying to change someone and simply accept them for who they are, our interactions become a lot more enjoyable and things work out better. Folks are who they are, and they are unlikely to change. The same is true in my approach to the weather and the woodpecker that wants to wake me at 4:30. The key is to recognize the things we cannot change and work on the ones we can. Second, always be curious. It is okay to not know how things are going to work out. Some of our greatest joys and growth come from stepping into the unknown, from finding out more about the world, from meeting people. It is easy to get stuck in a pattern that varies little. Pink Floyd got it right, in time, and then one day you find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run, you missed the starting gun. Third, expect nothing. A lot of the time, we cause our own pain and stress because of the expectations we attach to the things and situations we encounter in life. It could be our job or our relationships. If things don't go exactly according to our expectations, we are in trouble. If we keep an eye on our expectations and let go of them, we can ease our pain. Fourth, no control freaks allowed. We think we control things, but we don't. Life isn't like that. Life does what it will do. If we are fixated upon controlling outcomes, we are bound to be disappointed. Or worse, just try herding cats. Bonus tool, be compassionate. Being compassionate about others changes the way you see the world. Being compassionate about ourselves can be mind-blowing. We need to remember these things. This list works for me. All I can suggest is that you give these items some thought. Give them a try and see if they prove valuable navigational aids for you on life's journey. Simply being aware that you have tools in your toolbox is a step in the right direction. A step toward being more at peace. Short, but it ties in with the first post really well about tools and things that we have available to better ourselves and to improve our situations. You know, some of the things here really kind of stick out to me, especially about always be curious. One thing I know about myself is that I have this tendency to find a degree of comfort in complacency and not moving forward. I like what I know. Change scares me. I really don't like it. But at the same time, I know personally, deep down, that's the best thing for me. And so, you know, what you're saying here about always be curious, finding out new things, doing new things, that really resonates, at least with me anyways. As does your thing about don't expect to control outcomes, because like I said, change, the unknown, I really don't like it, and I always want to know how things are going to end. And personally, I know I need to just do better about that. About just letting go and letting God, as the saying goes. OP, thank you so much for sharing this post, for sharing these tools and this roadmap of what has helped you in life. And wherever you're at right now, I really do wish you the best. That was r/deciding to be better. And if you want more stories about some of the things people are doing to change their lives for the better, then go ahead and check out the playlist link in the description below. Now you guys go out there, have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'm Exile451. Stay beautiful, people.